Alright, so Hulk number issue 6 of Donny Cates' run dropped yesterday, and I wanted to give my thoughts. I wanted to give my thoughts on just all of this. Because, like, on one hand, Donny Cates is my favorite writer at Marvel, as I'm sure a lot of you guys really like his writing as well. Like, a lot of you guys really love his writing over at Marvel. And of course, like, he's done God Country and other independent work that has been really well received. But there's something here that I need to talk about. And it's not Donnie himself, and I really don't want to sound like I'm being a dick here, because I'm just a dude on the internet wearing a goddamn Moe's shirt, sitting in his room talking about it. I have no say. Donnie's the one making the money. He's the one coming up with the ideas. I'm here talking about it. That's how it is. That's how I accepted it. That's what it is. Would I like to be writing Marvel? Yeah, absolutely. And hopefully one day I get to do that. Like, hopefully one day I'll be able to do that. I hope and pray for that every day. But at the end of the day is that Donnie's the one making the ideas. Donnie Cates is the one, and I don't know why I'm saying. I usually, when I say writers, it's usually last names. I don't know why I keep saying Donnie. Probably because it's so much fun. Because you rarely ever get to have someone named Donnie other than Donatello. Anyway, but the point is that it's just something that not just Cates has done, but also, like, someone else did this several years back, and everyone seemed to have forgotten it. And I guess we'll just talk about, because this is, like, this idea in itself, I just think is dumb. Like, it's dumb. Now, for reference, we're 2 minutes in, let's talk about the reference, is that Donny Cates introduced in Hulk number 6 a new Hulk, but it's the Hulk's Hulk, called Titan. And right out the gate, that thing looks like Doomsday. Like, straight up Doomsday. Like, it's Doomsday with red lightning. That's really what he looks like. It just looks like straight up Doomsday. Just, yeah. And I know what you're saying. Oh, but Marvel and DC have shared ideas all the time. Yeah, but this one feels really on the nose. Like, really on the nose. I don't know what to think, like, of it, but one thing I will say is that, and this is the main point of it, is that why does Hulk need a Hulk? Like, why does Hulk? It's kind of like, why does God need a starship? Why does Hulk need a Hulk? He's the Hulk. And to point out of why this is just not a good idea, and why, well, not so much a good idea, because I do think Devil's Advocate, real quick. Like, Devil's Advocate, this thing just showed up. And for all we know, there could be a great story behind it. Like, when Null first appeared in Venom, people were like, a god of the symbiotes? Like, really? That's what we're doing? And it turned out to be really cool. Like, Null turned out to be a really cool villain, became a massive opponent, just for the entire Marvel Universe. And for its credit, Titan could be that case too. We don't know yet. It just came out. Like, I could come back and later when I finally get my hands on and reread the whole story with other stuff, and because Titan is going to play a big role in it. Titan is obviously going to play a big role in the Hulk versus Thor Banner of War storyline that's coming up with Donny Cates helming it. So, Devil's Advocate, this could turn out really good, and I could eat my words about this later. Because the thing is, and I think it's more like that I feel burned by it before, the whole idea of Hulk needing a Hulk is redundant. It just feels like we don't need the idea, we don't need, like, the being that is the embodiment of one's anger and rage and just all of those negative emotions, and put that with the Hulk. Like, I don't think that the Hulk is that embodiment of that, and I don't think we need that. I don't think we need to just accentuate that. Like, Like, that's why we have multiple Hulks. Like, that's why Banner has so many Hulks in his mind as it is. And it also brings up the question of, okay, so where's this Hulk been? And I know, but Donny Cates just made it, so you can't make that argument. But yeah, like, there's been other time, like, and this is, like, the maddest Hulk has ever been. Sakaar blew up, man. Like, Worldbreaker Hulk was there. Like, Sakaar was destroyed. Well, Sakaar was still around, but, like, the city and, like, there's like, you don't think Hulk would have lost it? Like, Titan would have come out, or some version of the Hulk would have done that? But, like, it doesn't, it really makes no sense, because, like, and let's get to the elephant in the room. This has been done before. Like, this is the big issue, is that this has been done before, and no one cared, and no one liked it. Claw. Does anyone remember Claw? Oh, you don't remember Claw? It's because it was a dumb idea. Because there was an event called Axis, where in a nutshell, all the heroes became villains, and all the villains became heroes because of some weird spell from Doctor Doom and Scarlet Witch. And in there, Hulk he's like, ooh, Hulk's mad, and when Hulk's mad, Claw comes out, and I'm like, where the f*** did you come from? Like, just no build-up, none of that. To be fair, Donny Cates built, like, at least in his 6-issue run, he built up to Titan. Like, you knew he was going to do Titan. Claw just shut the fuck up. Like, he just shot the fuck out of nowhere, and no one liked it. But it feels like the same thing. Like, okay, are we going to address Claw at all? Because that's canon. Like, yeah, and Claw was a big black Hulk. He was this big black and red Hulk, and that's exactly what Titan is. And, like, yeah, you'd have to and again, all we know, Donny Cates, like, next issue, like, Hulk number 7 explains the origins of Titan, and, like, you could say, like, Claw was, like, the proto-Titan, or I don't know. I'm just throwing the idea out. I'm just saying, like, we've done this before. Didn't work. Because you want to know what the Hulk's Hulk is? It's Devil Hulk. And yeah, we did a whole thing with Devil Hulk. That's supposed to be the darkest form of the Hulk, is the Devil Hulk. And I get, like, you didn't want to do that over again, because obviously with Al Ewing's, Immortal Hulk run, you probably didn't want to do that over again. But, like, at the same time, like, and again, Devil Hulk wasn't created by Al Ewing. It was created by Peter David in his later Hulk run. But yeah, it just feels like it's like we're rehashing an idea just for the sake of it. Like, oh, it's shock value. Then again, to quote Grant Morrison, even if it's a bad idea, people are still going to talk about it. Like, no matter if it's a good idea or bad idea, you got the point was to get people talking about your book. So, good publicity or bad publicity, bleh. Good or bad, people are talking about this Titan thing. Look at me. I'm talking about this Titan thing. So, again, just showed up. Personally, I don't care for it, and speaking as a diehard Donny Cates fan, and a major Hulk is my favorite comic book character, I don't care for Titan. Again, just showed up. So maybe when we get more issues with Titan, it'd be like, oh, okay, I totally get it now. Like, all right, guys, I'm all in on Titan. To be perfect example, I wasn't totally in on Null. And then as the story progressed, I was like, oh, this is cool. Like, I'm all in on Null now. So that could be the case here. We just don't know yet. But personally, like, I just never saw the need for the Hulk to have a Hulk. It was just always a dumb idea, no matter who was it. Like, Rick Remender, when he did Axis and created Claw. Rick Remender's a great writer. But that story's dumb as hell. But that story is dumb as hell, and the idea of the Hulk needing a Hulk is just always dumb. Like, it doesn't need to be done. Like, the Hulk, there's only Hulk is Hulk. Even Hulk has said Hulk is Hulk. So I'm not raging about it. I'm just like, I just feel like we don't need this. Like, we don't need a Hulk for the Hulk. The Hulk is the Hulk. But again, Donny Cates could easily change my mind. Dude pulled off doing killing off all the Inhumans. Thank you. Dude made a god of symbiotes and made it one of the best Marvel events I've read in a while. Thank you. The dude literally has been making some really great Thor stories and keeping up with a really good Thor run after Jason Aaron's massive run. Thank you. I don't think Donny Cates is ever going to see this video, but I'd like to thank him for all of that. So again, like, just saying, like, it's all in the realm of possibility. It's all like, it just happened, but I've never liked the idea. Like, I've just even I don't care if it was any writer saying Hulk's gonna get his own Hulk, and I'm like, you don't need that. You never needed that. You're missing the point of the Hulk. You don't need a Hulk. Hulk is Hulk. It's like saying your manifestations need manifestations of their own. It's weird. Anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of Titan? Are you guys interested? Are you guys not? Do you guys like the design? I'm still like, no, this is just straight up Doomsday. This is flat out Doomsday, man. Anyway, so once again, just comment below, let me know, and if you haven't already, hit the link below, head on over to my Patreon. But other than that, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the multiverse.